Good evening, everybody. It's Thursday night, which, well, it doesn't mean football tonight. No Thursday night football. It's week 18, but we're going to fill the void here with some football drafting. That's right. It's never too early to draft, although we're going to do some playoff best ball action. Chris, you already have gotten into it, ringing off the new year in style last night. How'd you feel about your team?
Two of them I liked, one of them I did not. So I'll say it's a little, it's a little strange. You know how it goes. It's a much smaller team you're drafting. I don't know. Was it like this last year? It's the starting requirements this year are one QB, one running back, and then two W/T, meaning a wide receiver or a tight end. So they lump wide receivers and tight ends together in this format, and then one flex. So it's a little tricky, right? Because you in a perfect world, you would draft like all players from two teams that are playing in round one that both make it to the Super Bowl, right? That would be like the
Ideal.
perfect possible draft. So you get like all your players every single round of the playoffs all the way to the Super Bowl. But of course, that's not possible. So sometimes you got to just take guys like, okay, I'll take Nico Collins, even though I don't think they're going to make it out of round one because he could give me a big round one at least, So it was a little different. I liked. You'll see the ADP. I don't know if you've done any yet, but the QBs go pretty early, and I actually do like it a lot better when I did go QB early. I did my last one. I took Saquon in the first round. I did not like how
No.
that one turned out.
Well, it's interesting because to me, well, I there's a certain strategy to it. Of course, assuming we know what's going to happen in the playoffs, which you never do. But I mean, part of it's getting your players who might get multiple games in. But at the same time, I feel like just doing that, going for the players what you think are the best teams, I think that in and of itself, if that's your the basis of your strategy, could be a mistake because we have a lot of players have huge games, even if they're one and done, maybe two, and they'll way outscore some of these other players from teams like the Chiefs, the Eagles,
Yep.
etc. So I just go for ceiling. It's best ball. I'm going for a guy who might have that one game in him, who has that massive game. I'm shooting for ceiling, and thinking that we know who's going to be in the Super Bowl, other than
Got
the
it.
Chiefs, of course, is typically a mistake too. So I've changed my thinking on this from the last couple of years. I'm just straight upside. Who could be that
All
guy
right.
who has a big game? That's it.
Straight
We'll see.
upside. Here we go.
All right. Well, I mean that's it. It's best ball. So what we're doing today, we have a lot of choices now. Again, if anybody here doesn't know because you haven't signed up for Underdog yet, you haven't tried it yet. They have a lot of contests, even just playoffs. You're like, okay, how many playoff best ball leagues? Well, there's a lot. So you have the Gauntlet, which is, I think, a very nice in between here. It's a $25 entry, get some big prizes. You have the Mitten 2, the Big Mitten, which, yeah, bigger prizes and bigger entry fee for sure. We're gonna do the little mitten. It's the mitten 2 actually. It's $5 and you get a nice chance to have multiple entries there, right? You can do over and over again, and it's like buying multiple scratch off tickets, right? You don't feel too guilty putting putting some investment into those.
That was the problem yesterday. I was like, I was like, oh, I'll do a draft or two, and then I'm like, okay, I'll do a third, and then
Yep.
Boomer talked me into doing a private week 18 main slate, which is only a 4-man draft, and I'm like, man, you could just sit here and draft all day long. it's like it's
Right.
like when you got the candy
Awesome.
dish next to you, and you just pop in one piece of candy while you're watching, and then the next thing you know, you're looking at the candy bowl. You're like, where'd all the candy go?
Yeah. Or you can think of it like a slot machine where it's like, okay, just one more, just one more. Well, look, no, it's not that way because we can actually make some informed decisions here. This isn't
Right.
all just blind luck. Uh, we know a little bit about football, right? In a little bit. So here we go. Now, if anybody wants to join, then the Mitten 2, the only problem here is these are not big leagues, right? It's not a big entry. So we're going to try to get in at the same time. Are we ready for the Mitten 2?
I'm ready. Count. Yep. Okay, I'm ready.
All right, we're going to enter on the count of 3. Anybody who is watching wants to try to jump in with us at the same time, good luck. Here we go. Count it down. 3, 2, 1, go.
So the one I'm in is filled.
The one I'm in is now filled.
Yep, this is the issue. Oh, but look, I got Clayton is in mine. Got Clayton in mine at least.
Oh, and Boomer's in mine.
All right, well there we go. I wish we could stream. I wish there was a way to stream both, like side by side.
Yeah, I don't think we can do that.
That would be sweet.
Could we do that? Nah, because I think if I share my screen, it will take over your screen, so that's okay.
I mean, we could jump back and forth. What pick do you have?
We could. Okay, I'm at pick 4. Boomer's right before me at 3.
All right, well, get your draft board ready to be shared. Maybe after I make a pick, you can make. Then we can flip over to yours. We can do that. See if this works or not.
Yeah, we'll try it out. Why not? Game for this.
So I got the 2 here. So
timeout. Now I think part of it is deciding what do I want a quarterback first, or do I want to start running back first?
Oh, I did not like going the stud running back route yesterday. I was really hoping. Well, I guess I'm going to take Lamar again. I got Lamar yesterday too. I haven't gotten Allen yet. Hoping somebody would get cute and go Lamar first. But what I liked about the Lamar, I was able to get like Lamar, Zay Flowers, and Mark Andrews. And then I was able to get like A.J. Brown and I think a couple Eagles players to kind of hope like, hey, maybe it's an Eagles Ravens Super Bowl, right? Get some Lions players.
Yeah. Well, here you go. I'm at the 4. I'm between Lamar or Saquon. I'll go Lamar, I guess.
Wow, Lamar at the 4, nice.
Yeah, I can't complain with that. I mean, it's funny because you'd think Pat Mahomes would just be automatically one of the top picks, but I don't know. I mean, he's going to get a lot of games than you'd think, but not the first round with a bye.
Yeah, that's the only downside to Mahomes is you have to take a second quarterback.
Yeah. All right.
So Clayton went Gibbs in the first round.
You know what? Oh, Gibbs. I see Gibbs as the first RB. Interesting. Over Saquon. Derrick Henry's up there too. Now I'm not going to take Derrick Henry since I already have Lamar, and of course Derrick Henry's available to me.
Yeah, Derrick Henry's available to me too. But you know, if we're playing for the Ravens making the Super Bowl.
Well, that's true. I hate to be too all in. I'm gonna go AJ Brown, I think.
That's what I did yesterday. So I got a Lamar Henry, Zay Flowers team going here.
All right. It's weird seeing the draft board only take up half the screen.
I know, that's what I'm saying. Like, it would be cool if like we could put your draft in the other half.
Well, yeah, I don't know. I mean, I could, because if I share the one.
No, unfortunately, this only lets like you could share it, but then mine will go away, and then when I share yours will go away. I don't think there's any way to put us side by side, unfortunately.
Yeah, I don't think so. I'll share mine afterwards. Okay. What you got going on?
I got Lamar Henry, Zay Flowers. I got the full Ravens here.
Full Raven.
If Andrews makes it to me, I'll probably take him, and then I'll probably just take all NFC players after that.
Oh, okay.
Just take a bunch of NFC players, right? And then it's like, okay, obviously I'm banking on the Ravens making it to the Super Bowl.
Clearly.
Because that's where all the big money is in this, right? It's the teams. You got to make it to that last round.
Yeah, I mean, oh man, Boomer almost had the Zay Flowers to stack with Lamar, and he took it from me.
All right, I'm gonna go Andrews here, and then we'll just take a bunch of NFC. We'll just go all NFC after this.
Man, well, I hate it. I'm gonna go Kelsey. You know, he'll show up come playoff time.
He said he stole Flowers out of spite because you took AJB from him.
Wait a minute. I didn't know you wanted AJB. You didn't, did you? Wait a minute. Oh, okay. Well, you know what? He did have Hurts, so I guess that's fair. All right, touche. Maybe we can trade. Can we do a post-draft trade?
I don't think there's trading in these.
No. Okay.
All right, so I just grabbed Puka. You know, one other thing I noticed yesterday that I really like that I think is a good, like, kind of sneaky thing, like Jalen McMillan is kind of like not getting drafted in these. Either is Jamar Chase, because people like, well, the Bucks are I mean, the Bucks aren't definitely making the playoffs. If they lose and the Falcons win, they're not. But I mean, come on, are the Bucks going to lose to the Saints? Probably not. But even the Bengals, like, imagine the Bengals. Because look, if the Broncos lose and the Bengals win, I think that the Dolphins lose, then the Bengals are in.
Yep. It's possible.
People not drafting Chase. What if the Bengals make it? Somehow make it.
I like that as a late pick. I mean, that's definitely smart. I'm not drafting any Dolphins, but yeah, at the same time, it's like really okay. Let's say the Broncos. Broncos are favorite to make it, right? Are you drafting any Broncos? No, I'm not.
No. I mean, maybe Sutton, because he could maybe have like a big week one. Well, I was really hoping for Evans there.
Well,
actually, I think I'm going to go Bucky, because I feel like the Bucks are a team that are going to go farther in the playoffs than people think.
Well, you know what? That's funny you say that. I have him queued up. I don't have a running back yet. I'm already into round 5. I don't have a running back. Instead of Kyron, who I don't think the Rams are going far, I'd rather take Bucky and wait around.
I was really hoping to get Terry. None of these are exciting. We need ceiling. I don't know. Jaden Reed has ceiling, but let's gamble on
him.
I was really hoping to get one. I was really hoping to get Bucky and one of Ladd, Evans, or Terry, and it did not work.
Well, I got Bucky. Terry is still on the board. If he falls to me, because Mike Evans just went after me to Boomer, so you're welcome, Boomer. You worried about Nico doing a whole lot of nothing in the playoffs?
No, but you know, the worry for me is that the Texans almost certainly seem like one and done.
Yeah. Pretty.
It's like, right, you could get that one big game in round 1, which is helpful. It's still helpful. Like you said, if Nico gets a 30-point game in round 1, that may be better than a lot of guys who play 2 or 3 games.
True. Okay, you know what? I didn't get Zay. I'm going to stack Lamar with Rashad Bateman. Why not? Now, how much, if any, have you looked at potential probable matchups? Are you thinking schedule at all, or are you just thinking, how good do I feel about this team's chances of winning at all and going deep in the playoffs?
Yeah. I just kind of think of like how deep of a run. Do I think this team can make a deep run or not? I really don't want Goddard or Kincaid. I guess actually let's go Pickens. Pickens.
I'm staring at Pickens right now. I might take him. Now, if you get Lamar or Josh Allen first round, you just stick into one quarterback, no questions asked.
Yeah, I don't think it's worth it to get a second QB. I mean, because again, you're the goal of this is to make it to the final round, which is the Super Bowl, and then have a team that could potentially have a big game in the Super Bowl. So, like, I mean, I guess you could draft the second QB if you want. I guess it's not the worst idea.
Yeah, I mean, if you have one of those stud QBs, you'd think you wouldn't need somebody else. If you're drafting one in the first round, then yeah, I think you're kind of hitching your wagon to that QB, if not that team, right? But if not, I like taking a second quarterback if you wait, because there's no guarantee that quarterback has a good statistical output even in that first round or so. So I don't mind going the other way where you wait and you compare a Goff, who we think the Lions may, maybe go to the Super Bowl,
Right.
with somebody else like a Jaden Daniels or somebody who at least has good upside for one, maybe two games. So I think there's two ways to attack it. Um, I'm pretty much going hero RB here. Not that there's that many, choices, but I'm hero RB with Bucky Irving. What do you think of that?
It's risky because if the Bucks don't make it out of round one, you're pretty much taking a 0.
Oh wow, Boomer taking Dobbins. Okay, well I'll have to take another one. I'll go. Hmm. Well, I'm digging deeper. I'm going Bijan.
That's a gamble because they might not make it.
Yeah. Yeah, running back, it really thins out very quickly.
Yes, it does.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty thin.
I was gonna go Keon Coleman. Do I just go Isaiah Likely? You never know when Likely will. Let's just finish off the stack with Likely.
Yeah, why not?
All right, there it is. My number 4 team. So while you're finishing that, I'll share this so everybody can see it, and then we can check out your team.
Yeah, I'm done. I definitely waited on running back, so we'll see how that turns out. Gets
all right. So I got Lamar, Henry, and Irving, which I'm fine with. Flowers, Andrews, Puka, Jaden Reed, Pickens, Jalen McMillan, and Isaiah Likely. So just a lot of dice rolls there. Obviously, I went very, very light on QB and running back, and very heavy on everything else. So I'm hoping the Ravens make the Super Bowl. Of course. What do you got over there? How'd your team turn out?
Nice. You're all in. All right. Well, let me share mine. Let's see if I can get it up. Got the draft board. Okay. Here's the team. Give me 1 second. All right. Can you see that?
Yep.
All right. There's Lamar. I went Bucky as my number 1 RB, and then I went with the Robinson non-brothers, Bijan and Brian Robinson. Hopefully, I can squeeze some decent output out of them. And my receivers are going to have to carry me / tight ends. I got Travis Kelce. I got A.J. Brown, Shakir. So I'm hoping Buffalo, KC, make it to the championship. And then I got Rashad Bateman, Lad McConkey, George Pickens.
All right.
It's balanced.
Yeah, it's fine.
Sorry.
Bijan might be the one because the Falcons' path to the Super Bowl is, again, the Bucks have to somehow lose to the Saints, and then the Falcons. The Falcons will probably beat Carolina, but you never know.
Yeah. So, well, you're taking chances.
Yep. Do another one?
Yeah, let's try to actually get in one.
We'll see. This is what I mean. These things are they're so quick and addicting that it's like
exactly.
All right, I'm ready when you are.
Okay, well, let me get back to the lobby.
Yeah.
The Mitten 2.
Yep.
Entrevu. Okay, we're going to enter. Okay, so I already hit enter. So click enter and we'll confirm in when I say go. 3, 2, 1, go. So 3, 2, 1, go.
Mine's got 2 spots left.
I think we're in the same one.
All right, we did it.
And Clayton.
Yep.
Again.
And Clayton. And Boomer.
Wow. How did we
Oh, we
manage
got
that?
it. We got Boomer, Clayton, and both of us. All right, here we go.
All right, let's do
So
it.
we need.
And
We can start.
okay, we got 40 seconds. Okay, so since we have less than a minute, so first of all, Jenga just wants to say thanks. Won the league. That's what we're all about. Awesome.
Nice job, Jenga.
And same thing for Gersa Hapal. G-Man officially won the league with that ridiculously stacked team. I would hope so.
Yes.
Jake the Snake got a question. Still fighting. Yeah, week 18 is still important for some of us. So RB wide receiver flex, Carter Corum, Tracy Davis, Olave Downs. We're talking about this in the Discord. Michael Carter is going to get a lot of run. They basically already said because Connor and Benson are out. Of course, Kyron probably not going to play much. Davis, I think, is almost a must start.
Yeah.
Olave.
Is Olave even going to play?
I don't think so. Even if he does, I wouldn't trust him. So
I know he's been practicing, but you do need one wide receiver.
Yeah. Okay. So
I
went
probably
with last
play
time.
Olave over Downs if Olave plays, but you're probably going to have to go Downs at wide receiver. I think you got to play Michael Carter, and then, man, I do like Blake Corum, but man, Ray Davis going to get all the touches against the Patriots.
Yeah,
I can't do another Mahomes team. I mean, I can't do another Lamar team.
Yeah. Well, like
you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do a Monra. Then I'm gonna hope Goff makes it back to me here because go Monra Goff. Try something a little different here. So yeah, I'm gonna go Carter. I mean, I guess I will. I guess if Olave plays, I'll still. I don't know. I probably Carter Downs Davis.
Yeah, I feel the best about Davis. I think he's good. He's playing Patriots run defense. I think Davis has to be my RB. I'm going to flex Carter and then Downs. So agree with that. Other John, one of our members. Carter Spears or McLaughlin?
Pollard's probably going to play this week to hit those incentives. You got to play Carter.
Yeah. Carter. I don't care if it's week 18, 19, 100. I'm not playing a Denver running back. I'm just not. So let's go Carter because he's going to get the run. And not just because Connor is out, but they actually said, right? I think it was Gannon or the OC. Somebody said, yeah, we're going to see basically Michael Carter get a lot. So, okay.
I mean, who else do they have? I mean, DJ Dallas. DJ Dallas looks like he is out of shape.
Yeah, I don't want DJ.
Like he looks like he's like, oh wow. Like, I mean, DJ Dallas was never a small dude, but he looks Eddie Lacy-ish these days.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I got AJB again, stacked with Jalen Hurts.
Boomer got a nice discount on Mahomes there because I reached on the Amon-Ra Goff stack.
This is where it's tough for me. Flowers, I don't know. It doesn't without Lamar, not too exciting to me. I don't think I want to wait too long on running back again. I'm gonna hope the Packers can win a game.
This is tough now. Do I go Jameson for more of the stack? Or do I go Aaron Jones for running back?
You got Goff already, so I mean you can do the NFC version of what you did with the Ravens one, right? Go all Lions.
That's true.
I'm going Eagles. The more I see this, I mean, look, there's no guarantees, right? Saquon, and there's no guarantee the Eagles or the Lions go to the Super Bowl. We don't know, but I'm starting to feel like taking that one running back early might be the way to go for my next draft. So I'm gonna try. All right, you're up again, just like that.
I know. I don't know if I really want to go Laporta here. Why not? Let's do it. Let's go all Lions.
There I go. So now I can do anything. So the The upside of a Puka who probably won't play more than 1 or 2 games, or Shakir or Worthy. You know, I'm going to go Worthy. Since I took Shakir in the other one. Tommy was first here. Has a question: Baker or JD5? Assuming you're talking this week.
I think you got to go Baker. My only worry with JD5, I mean, I'm not worried about like JD5 being bad or anything, but it's the Cowboys. I know Dan Quinn said they're going to play to win, but are they really? I mean, they're playing. It's like, do you want the 6th seed or the 7th seed? Do you want to play the Eagles or the Vikings or Lions? Like, is it that? Like, you know what I mean? Like, and if you win, you're probably going to play the Eagles. Do you want to play the Eagles in the first round of the playoffs? I don't know. Like, I don't know if he's going to make his decision based on that, but I also think there's risk JD5 does not play the whole game.
Definitely risk there. I would go Baker because you feel like they're going to still definitely play to win. I'll just say this too. There's a difference between not resting your starters and really playing to win, right? Just because they don't have all reserves in at the beginning of the game doesn't mean they're going all out all game. So yeah, I think it's Baker.
Yeah, he gets the Saints.
Yeah, pick 2, Bucky, Chase Brown, or Sharp. So it's got to be the first 2.
Well, I don't know. I know normally I would say Chase Brown, but he's got that ankle injury. I don't know how healthy he is. They elevated a running back from the practice squad. Well, Charbonnet gets a Rams team that is definitely not playing the starters with no Kenneth Walker. I might just go Bucky Sharps here and just play a little safer because I'm very worried. But like, I know Chase Brown is probably going to give it a go.
But you're worried.
But I'm worried he's far less than 100%. So I might just take Charbonnet getting most of the touches against the Rams backups.
Well, yeah, if he's still very questionable heading into the weekend, yeah. But I think, the Bengals, of course, have everything to play for. I think if Chase is good to go, I want to start him. But yeah, that'll depend on
game time decision right now. Because remember, they don't practice tomorrow because they play Saturday.
All right. Well, yeah, if we don't get anything very encouraging, then yeah, you might need to just go play it safe with Charbonnet. All right. How about Carson needs 3, Jacobs? Yeah. Okay. So I saw something Jacobs today. He was basically saying like, yeah, I'm not going to get that many touches.
Yeah, you can't play Jacobs.
Achan. Okay. He'll get a lot of touches. Just how many? Sharps, Garendo, Corum, Davis. 3 of those.
Well, assuming Tua plays, I'm going to go Achan, Corum, Davis. If Tua doesn't play, I'm going to put Charbonnet in over Achan. I am not doing it. Like, we have seen literally every – I don't know if you saw the tweet I sent out. Maybe I talked about this on Monday, but in the games that Tua started this year, he averaged 22.6 points per game. In the games Tua did not start, he averaged 6.5. He was right there with Cam Akers, running back 55. And it's not like he had like – he didn't even have one good game without Tua. Not one good game. Every game with Tua was like a disaster. Without Tua was a disaster. So,
yeah.
If yeah, probably go mix it. If Tua plays, I'll go Achan, Corum, Davis. If not, I'm going Charbonnet, Corum, Davis.
Yeah, I think Jacobs is one you can't really or shouldn't really start. I don't even want to mess with Garendo either. I mean, who knows? I don't care what Shanahan says or doesn't say. Davis is the one I like the best. I think Charbonnet should be second, and I'll say Achan third if Tua plays. There you go. I think that's pretty much the same. Thomas. Season's over. Unless someone listen to it work. Hey, we're here. I'm glad you're glad you're here. Washington doesn't allow Underdog. Oh man, we got to change that.
Right?
Man, what's up with that? All right, Clayton took Hawk. Now he's going for his next one. Mumble Dragon also. Let's do some congratulations here. 3rd time's a charm. Got the fantasy championship. It's awesome.
Nice job.
All right, I am gonna go with another Chief. Go D Hop and Worthy. Joe Estrada just dropped the big super chat, won the championship. Awesome. Remember, you were sweating that one last week. We had a lot of questions. Been playing fantasy since 2010. Always nice getting second and third opinion, and your channel saves me time. See, all right. Well, good. Glad it helps.
Congrats, Joe. See you next season. Well, next season. I mean, we're already on to next season.
Yeah. Come on.
I already got notes for videos for next seaon. I'm already on to next season.
Yeah. Next, you say see you next season. You mean basically this coming week. So
yeah, the next prep for next season starts right now.
Does. Yep. Not even kidding. Okay, man, a lot of quarterbacks left. See, okay, the next one that I do, I'm gonna try waiting on quarterback and see what happens there. Oh man, I don't like any of these players. Okay, and go with the red hot Jalen McMillan.
Yeah, that's a good pick. I feel like I've grabbed him a couple times.
With Joe, I was just gonna say too. A lot of people, some people, think like, well, I don't need to ask my questions. I can still, I can figure it out. Like as if taking advice or listening to people makes, your opinion less valid. It could be to confirm what you already thought, or maybe to get a second opinion or an idea. Like, Joe, you know what you're doing, right? You've been playing for 15 years now. But it never hurts to get more information. So that's why we try to help everyone. We have some of the most experienced fantasy players out here, people who definitely know what they're doing, and we have people who are playing for their first, second time. And that's what makes it so cool. All right, your final pick. Oh, there you go. A B-Rod.
Well, I mean, Isaiah Pacheco is my RB1. So this is the running back heaviest team I've drafted so far, because my RB1 was, my RBs are Pacheco, Mixon, Dobbins, and B-Rob. So
yeah, I think
hopefully the Chiefs make it to the Super Bowl, and at least I get the Pacheco that week.
Right. Yeah, I think my next one, I'm going to go RB early and QB late and see how that works. Joe, okay, still be listening. Awesome. And 410, Braxton has one more game, but not for the championship. Going for second place. Well, yeah, you never know. You never know with quarterbacks. So good to have a stud there.
Well, I think he's asking Love or Richardson. It's not sounding like Richardson's going to play now, so
yeah,
gonna have to go Love.
You have to go Love. At least they're. I mean, I don't know how hard the Packers are going to go, but if those are your choices, go Love. Or just go
another one saying they're going to play to win, but they don't have anything really to play for.
I mean, is the answer here Joe Flacco?
Might be. It might be.
Look at last week.
He was okay. It's okay. Was he better than Jordan Love last week?
He was. Oh, he definitely was. Joe Flacco, I don't think you studied his stat line hard enough. Joe Flacco, you don't want to admit it. Could have won people weeks, 330 yards and 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, but he also had
just 2 interceptions. Only 2. That's it.
I thought I saw he only had like 15 fantasy points.
Well, no.
Let me see.
More than that.
He was Oh, wait. Hold on. Let me see here. Week 17. He was the QB 17 last week. He had 17 fantasy points. Yeah, he was okay.
He was better than Jordan Love, though.
He was better than Jordan Love, who only had 14 fantasy points.
Yeah, I feel like he should have more. I mean, anyways.
Didn't he also have like a fumble?
It's possible. It's possible.
Like when you lose 6 points from turnovers, it's hard to have a big game.
I
That's
mean,
the
okay,
problem.
3 turnovers if you're in a league that penalizes heavily for that, you know. All right, let's look at this. Let's look at this team that you got. You're going all Lions here. You got Goff at QB.
Yeah, this is a strange. I don't understand their projections. I think they just project running backs high because this is like my highest projected team, but I don't know why. Yeah, I went with the Amon-Ra, Goff, Jameson, Laporta start. Don't know if I love that because I don't really love like my WT upside here is like Ladd and Tim Pat. Oh, that's ugly. This might be my least favorite team so far, honestly.
I mean, if the Lions keep scoring the way they have been, you know,
Well, true.
because here's the thing I do like about the Lions, and I think also this next draft, whenever I do, I'm gonna need more Lions. Look at the way they've been playing the last month, probably longer since they lost Hutchinson and then they've lost Monty. Scoring a ton of points, giving up the point. They basically become the NFC version of the Bengals. So
yeah, true.
I would think that's just a great team to have a part of. So, all right. And so mine, well, tell me what you think. I went Hurt, so right, one and done at QB. I paired him with AJB. I did take Jacobs to get a kind of early-ish running back, but I still don't love my running backs. Like I said, I don't know about Kyron. I'm really not loving that pick. But receiver, I guess it's more about depth.
Yeah, I like your receivers. Running back is just tough because it's like, if Jacobs and Kyron get bounced in round one, you're really just banking on Ty Johnson, right?
Exactly, and that's the problem. If you don't get a Barkley or a Gibbs, it's like who do you get? The Chiefs. I mean, do we really want to trust the Chiefs running backs? Not if we
Not
can
really.
help it. Maybe Derrick Henry. I think I'm gonna do the hero RB strategy with a first round running back and see how that goes.
All right, well, let's try it. Let's do another one.
All right,
Do one more.
Which, by the way, I don't want to wait too long on a couple of these. Jetta James, what's your take on Kenneth Gainwell, Ray Davis? I'm easily going Ray Davis there because I would think we could see some Shipley.
Yeah, and not only that, the Eagles are going to be well. I mean, the Bills are going to be playing second stringers too, but he gets the Patriots, and we've seen Ray Davis. I'm going Ray Davis over Gainwell. Yeah, I don't think they're going to want to give Gainwell like a huge workload because he is the guy they trust after Barkley. So,
and then before we move on, don't keep Carl. Carl, thank you, Carl. Appreciate you. He says he can't believe he pulled it out after starting Connor, but he won by 2 points anyways. So, not that we deserve a cut, but we appreciate it. He says you can donate to charity if you want. I'm keeping the rest.
All right. You should keep it all, but appreciate it.
Yeah. Thank you. No, I appreciate you, Carl. Thanks for being here and glad you won. All right. And then don't worry, Anthony, we'll get to yours in a second. All right. The Mitten 2, part 3. Let's do it one more time. You ready?
Yeah, so I'll get it to the confirm screen here.
Yeah. All right. Everybody else, y'all want to join in? Let's do it one more time. 3, 2, 1, go.
One spot left.
Yeah, I think we're in the same one.
All right. I think we got this. We know how to do this now.
And yes, I got the one, you got the 2.
Dude. I just want the 1 once out of this is my 6th draft now. I've had the 2 like half the time. I can't keep taking Lamar Jackson. Maybe I'll try something different here.
See, I just said I was going to go RB early, but now I'm like, do I just take Josh Allen? I haven't got him yet.
Go RB early so I can get Josh Allen.
Well, maybe I should, because if I don't take a running back in the first round, I'm gonna have to wait till the second round. And the only running back that's even going in that range is James Cook. And then I'm basically saying, okay, I'm all in on the Bills, which is not the worst thing. But there's no guarantee I even get James Cook. I don't know. I don't even like the Bills. Anthony, by the way, here we go, said he just got finished. That's right. And it's also not just getting ready for next year already, but the baseball. You just watched the baseball video. Thank you. And in the spirit of generosity, also gifting 10 memberships. Nice. All right. I'm
And
just going to go.
I see. So it did. Oh, you went Allen. So
Yeah,
it did. So Wayne got one. And look, there's only 59 people on the stream, and I'm sure at least 10 of them are probably already members. So that's a good chance. Oh, geez.
Exactly. And, people, not just the ones who hang around until they win the championship and dip. So helping out some of our viewers who are still here even after their season is over. Appreciate you.
All right,
Anthony.
I'll try Jameer Gibbs. I'll try something different here.
Okay. Well, I mean, you already have Lamar. You already have Hurts. Why not? So now, I guess if there's a good thing with getting like a Josh Allen, Bills, and if I'm going to stack theirs, I have a lot of options, right? There's not just one or two receivers he's throwing to.
Yeah, the downside is there's a lot of options.
Yeah, well, I guess what I mean is there's some late round picks I can get that have value in Buffalo.
Yeah, no, I know what you mean. And what I mean is, though, you never know, like, who is going to be, or if anybody.
Exactly. I mean,
like, is anybody going to have a big game, or is it going to be like 3 different Buffalo Bills score a touchdown?
Yeah, well, I'm definitely maybe taking Dawson Knox. All right.
Dawson Knox.
Because that's exactly what happens in the playoffs. Guys like him score touchdowns, right? And the guys you drafted don't. It's just how it goes. And so, unfortunately, Anthony's saying he didn't win his big money league, but he did win a decent money league. So, I'm saying thank you. Appreciate you, Anthony. And oh yeah, no, it's too late now that he's dipped his toe into the baseball waters. There's no going back. Chris is definitely.
Oh yeah, I'll definitely be. Man, well, I was gonna go Jefferson. Sorry, I know you probably want James Cook, but
I'm good.
No, you didn't want James Cook?
I mean it's okay.
I
will go Aaron Jones.
The wide receivers here: Devonta Smith, Zay Flowers, Jameson. Like they're okay.
Yeah, exactly. I don't feel like tremendous about any of them, so I don't know. Do I go Shakir or do I just take one of those others?
So here's the problem with going running back in the first round, though, is like my wide receivers are gonna suck.
Even though I don't have Goff, I'm gonna do. What did I say? I'm going for ceiling. Go for upside. Jameson Williams says upside.
Yeah. I just realized the team that took Jalen Hurts also took Mahomes. Wow, interesting. Interesting strategy.
Interesting. Yeah, because you can only play one quarterback per week, right?
Yeah. But, Hurts is playing week 1. Mahomes isn't, so at least he gets Hurts week 1, I guess. Guess he's hoping for an Eagles-Chiefs Super Bowl.
I mean, look, no, I know. I was trying to rationalize, maybe it's not a good strategy. It's just not. It's not. Because you can only use one of those guys, so what's the point?
Yeah.
I don't know. Sammy has a question. Don't want to wait too long on this one. Are we worried about Thielen considering what AJ Terrell did to Scary Terry?
Nah, he's not going to shadow Thielen.
No, because he's a slot receiver. So no, not too worried. If you need Thielen for week 18, I think that's fine.
Maybe this one I'll just try. Best player available instead of trying to stack teams and see how it turns out.
Yeah. Well, that's a good thing. $5 a pop, you can try as many different things as you want. Okay, so the best player available right now is definitely not Khalil Shakir. Like, not at all.
No, I don't think it's. I think the only reason Shakir's ADP is so high is for the Josh Allen stacks. I really was hoping to get Addison there since I already took Puka, but we'll just go Puka.
All right. Yeah, but even though I hate that he's there and he's definitely not the best player, I guess I'll take Shakir.
Yeah, see, that's why I think Shakir's ADP is as high as it is, because it's like people that take Josh Allen got to try to force the stack.
Yep, and force it I will do. Do I force Amari Cooper? No, I'm gonna go with another line.
Yeah, it's another good point, Boomer. People looking at it like, oh, they might go to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, which again, that's definitely a viable strategy. I mean, you want obviously players are going to play as many games as possible, but you can't ignore the players who have that huge weekly upside. You know, having a player who's just there and gets you 50 yards 3 different games doesn't help you win. All right, we got a lot of time here. Carson, Achan, or Sharbs if 2 is out. Corum, Davis, or Carter start 3. Well, you have good options.
I'll rank Achan number 1 if Tua plays. Probably Davis number 2, Carter number 3. I think I'm gonna go Charbonnet 4, Corum 5.
There you go. Yep, kind of like before. Wait and see about Tua. That's just crazy. TT Warrior says you didn't know you could do this yet. They've had this for what, a couple of weeks.
This is the Mitten 2. This isn't even the Mitten 1.
Uh-huh.
I think they had another Mitten that already filled.
You could have done a playoff best ball draft before you really had any idea who was going to make the playoffs, and then you have a lot bigger, player pool. I mean, technically the player pool is the same, but the ADP was different. So taking chances, but why not? We got a dynasty question. Interesting. Too Rich and Bree TV. Would you move Rice in the 1-8 for Nico and a third? I don't think so. Speaking of Nico.
Yeah. I mean, I definitely prefer Nico to Rice, especially now you got to be a little nervous for Rice because we saw Worthy come on. We've seen in the 2 games so far what Hollywood might have been able to do all year had he not had that shoulder injury. How good Hollywood probably would have been. But man, the 108 and you're just getting a third back. Like the third is like, if you were maybe getting like a second back, I might take Nico in the pick. But I don't know. That seems. I think I would just want Rice in the 108.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, I still prefer Nico, but I think that's just too big a gap, the first and the third. The 1-8, I don't think so. All right. So you took Nico. Yeah, I was gonna actually go receiver twice, and I realized I only had 1 running back. So yeah, I kind of forgot about them. There's just no good. Like you look at the list, there's just not that many running backs that pop up that are worth drafting. So it's kind of easy to forget about them after the first couple rounds,
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised you went Mixon over Bucky though.
Well, I only did that because I already had Bucky the last one. I figured I'd try Mixon,
All right.
Am I going to be forced to pick Dalton Kincaid? after what he did to me this year. Didn't do for me, I should say.
Yeah, terrible.
Boomer, see, look, Boomer said he won 800 just on playoff best ball. Nice.
Well, I thought about thought about going Hawkinson there, but I guess somebody really likes Hawkinson, so let's go. This might be a draft where I go to QBs. Let's go Herbert.
Herbert.
I have one in the
yeah,
AFC and the NFC.
You got Darnold. I think it's fair to take a second quarterback.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Here we go. Dalton Kincaid.
Dalton Kincaid for the stack.
Yeah. Doesn't feel great. Definitely not going Cooper Kupp. I know that.
No. I'm surprised Cooper Kupp's being drafted so high.
You know what? Let's throw the dart. There we go.
All right, well, that makes my decision easy. I was debating him or McMillan. Let's just go McMillan. McMillan almost certainly in the playoffs.
Yeah. I'm surprised Cortland Sutton isn't a little bit higher.
Well, I think the people, he hasn't been good down the stretch here, and then I think people worried like one and done.
Yeah, I mean, one and done is definitely a concern, but I mean, guys like, really, Noah Gray's being taken ahead of him? Like, are we really just because he plays more games thinking he's going to be more productive? Jalen Naylor? I don't know. That's still surprising to me.
Yeah.
Well, since I took my dart throw on Jamar Chase, I probably won't take Sutton. I think I need another running back, but wow, someone's brave. The Stafford Cup stack.
Ooh, to finish the draft.
And
hey, what if they have a revival in the playoffs?
I don't know. I'm not counting on that. I'm not putting any hard-earned money towards that.
I feel like the Rams could be a dangerous playoff team if Stafford. Like, what happened to Stafford down the stretch the last month?
Well, that's the thing. This is not just Cup, right? It's Stafford himself too. If the quarterback is still on fire and he just, whatever reason he's not targeting him or he's slowing down, but it's both of them. So yeah, I don't know. He's wearing down. All right, last two picks. Almost.
I was going to go Sutton or T, but maybe I will go Naylor just for that Darnold stack. Let's do it.
Well, I guess I'm in on the Bills. I'll go with a running back. Just to give myself a third. Let's go Ray Davis this time.
There you go.
Wait, did it register?
Yeah, it's just my thing. I have to refresh the board.
Okay,
no, I'm actually refreshing that.
Yeah, it didn't show on mine. It was like it didn't show that I picked, but I know I did. Okay.
All right, so here we go. Playoff draft number 6. My first 2 QB draft.
How you feel about it?
Underdog hates it. Underdog hates it. Donald and Herbert, I went RB to start with Jahmyr Gibbs, James Cook, and then I didn't touch running back the rest of the draft. I'm like, okay, that's good. Smith, Puka, Brown, Nico. At least they got upside at wide receiver, tight end. So we'll see.
Yeah,
that was an interesting one for sure. Here's yours. You got Josh Allen. Stacked them with Khalil Shakir and Dalton Kincaid. Jones, Mixon, Davis. Oh, you got decent RBs.
Yeah.
JMO.
Yeah, I don't love it. I don't
love my team in that one either.
You know what? Here's the problem too. Okay. So look, we're doing a lot of these. So I'm intentionally doing different things, different strategies, different players. But I also, to some extent, just want to say, just screw the ADP. I'm going to take a running back first and get my guy just because Josh Allen should be the first, or this just like, quarterback should be the first three. No, I think I'm going to just go more like the hero anchor RB strategy from now on.
Well, that's what you said last time, but then you took Josh Allen.
Yeah, because I didn't have the 1.1 yet. And I was like, okay, I have a Josh Allen Bills team and I hate it. So now I'm going to move on.
All
right. Well, that's the good news is you can just keep doing them over and over again. There's another question, by the way. Followed by this. Yeah. Don't do that. Start one. Thielen, Dobbs, McMillan, Harrison.
Oh man. I think you got to keep going after McMillan, don't you? Against the Saints. Must-win game against the Saints. I think you got to keep going with McMillan.
Yeah, he's been on fire, but also the Bucs are gonna continue to steamroll. I mean, Thielen I think is a fine choice, but I'm going McMillan. Right. Also, it's a flex, I guess. Would you start any of those over one of those RBs? I don't think so.
I mean, Thielen might be safer than some of those running backs. Thielen might be safer than like a Corum or a Charbonnet.
Yeah, I guess you could go Thielen over like a Carter or somebody, maybe.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thielen should have a good game against Falcons.
Here you go. All right. Well, we'll continue to do some more of these drafts. We got plenty of time still. Not only before the playoffs start, but also we're going to be drafting for next year. That's right. As soon as our best ball contests are open for 2025, which I promise will not take long, we'll be in on them. And we're still here for week 18 for those of you who, unfortunately, are still playing for championship week. So Saturday morning, Sunday morning with those live streams. And, of course, anybody here for some reason has not tried Underdog other than the fact that your state doesn't allow it. But if you can, jump right in there and do it. Use code Endgame when you sign up because you get free picks, free cash when you make your initial deposit. So check it out. As you can see, lots of fun, lots of different ways to win. And, of course, we have a lot of people in here who have even said they have won. So check it out. All right. Chris, more drafts in the books. We'll see if either of us take home these prizes. The Mitten 2. Feel like you have a winning entry?
Probably not. But you never know. You never know.
This means you got to do it again until we get it perfect.
That's right.
All right. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.